Welcome back to another video. As you can see, I have some new molds, so let's try a pour. Like I always, for safety equipment, I have nitrile safety gloves and a mask rated for fumes. For this, we're going to be doing 400 milliliters. So what I'm going to be doing is pouring in 200 milliliters of A side, followed by 200 milliliters of B side. Then mixing the two together using my automatic mixer. Or my hand mixer. If you're doing this by hand, you're going to want to mix it slowly until the mixture goes cloudy, and then back to being clear. Once it's back to being clear, you'll be ready to add in the color. Before adding in the color, I'm going to split the resin into 3 other containers. 100 milliliters for each container. Okay, let's start adding in the color. We have fuchsia, 4 drops for 100 milliliters, and I'm going to carry that ratio for each container. 4 drops total for each color. So here we have fuchsia. Next up, I believe is mint. No, it's turquoise. This is one of my favorite inks. It looks really nice. But we have turquoise, fuchsia. Next I should be doing yellow. Alright, yellow. Couple drops, just like the rest 4 of them. Mix it together. And finally, my last one is mint. But I forgot if I did mint or turquoise, so I end up doing turquoise again. That's having 2 batches of turquoise resin. Thankfully, I know about colors, so just by adding in a couple drops of yellow, I can turn this turquoise into a nice green. So let's just do that. Okay, let's begin filling up the little molds. These, as you can see, are little Lego figurines. Or scratch that, they are block character figurines. Yeah, let's go with that. Totally not rip-off Lego number 7 from China. Definitely not that. As you can see, there is no interconnecting ability for the bricks or the characters. So it really is do-nothing Lego pieces. I'm guessing it was meant for food so you can have little Lego candies, but I'm using it for resin. Forbidden candy. I still have another 100 milliliters of resin left over, so let's do some dice. I'm going to use a dropper that I got and see if fill in the D4 first. But the dropper's not really going that quick, so I just decided to pour it. Just by hand, like I always do. And like last time, I'm going to be doing this in a multi-stage pour. A little bit at the start, let it sit for a while, and then again, building up the layers slowly over the course of about 10-20 minutes. Alright, let's cap it off and let's cap it off and wait till tomorrow. That is a hard sentence for me to say. I do not know why, it just is. We'll cap it off and I'll see you in 24 hours. after I put the excess resin into this other mold. Now I'll see you in 24 hours. And there. It's been 24 hours. Let's take these apart and see how they look. Yeah, there's some bubbles at the top of each brick, which is... they never really filled into the cavities there fully. Lots of flashing to be expected when pouring open face molds. You can easily rip or cut this stuff off if you want. I decided not to. It's a bit of too much extra work, and I just want to get to doing something else soon. Most of the blocks have a bit of a problem with the spice on top, but luckily the actual characters aren't that bad. Using a pair of scissors, I'm going to be cutting off this flashing, just to show you how you can do it. But it would take a long time to remove all of it, so I just don't want to. So here are some ones without flashing, just to give you a better look. They have a bit of a frosted look on the front, with the undersides being crystal clear. So that's an effect of the mold, I'm guessing. Not sure if I like it or not. We also have a big character, so here you can really easily see the frosting effect on the front of it, where the silicone was in contact with the mold. Alright, let's do some dice now, or let's unbox the dice set, I should say. And yeah, you can see there's some problems with the rim. There's a lot of big areas and a lot of smaller ones. Resin didn't fully go out through some area. Yep. Bit of a void there on the dice. Not that many bubbles, I would have expected a lot more. And the flashing this time is the strongest so far. I was able to actually remove the whole thing as one, except for the D4. As you can see, like, this is why turquoise is my favorite of the inks. It provides a really nice, rich, deep blue, while still maintaining a very nice clarity to it. I'm just going to peel these off of their flashing and have a closer look. Here you can see the problem I always have with this D6. I never push it down far enough, so there's always this lip. An annoying lip on one of the faces, making it sit like uneven and non-balanced. So, oh well. They look pretty good, pretty clear, really clear actually. The bubbles are a little bit throughout, but mostly just on one or two of the surfaces. But I do want to show you a new method of inking that I've been trying, and I'm using acrylic paint pens. So let me show you that. Unlike before, instead of covering the entire face with ink or with paint, then wiping away the excess, I'm just going to use this paint pen and try to draw it directly into the number. And as you can see, it does work, although a little bit iffy at times, which you will see coming up here. It'll be hard for it to go down, but with a bit of work and a bit of effort, it will go. You will have to wipe it eventually and every now and then, but it's a lot cleaner and a lot more efficient, I find, to do it this way, with these paint pens. You won't get the paint everywhere, and, well, you can save a lot on paint. Plus, they're very exact in where you're drawing. And now to fill in the rest of the numbers with white. I'm only going to be inking up this D12 instead of the entire set, just because I don't really want to go through inking all 7 unless I really like the dice. Just because it takes an extra hour of work just to ink the full set. And I still have to edit the videos and start painting so I can make more stuff. So I'm not going to do all the dice. Instead, I'm just going to finish up this one, show all the dice, and start doing something else. You do see me wiping off all the excess every now and then, but the whole face isn't being covered with paint, and it's a lot easier to work with a pen than it is with a paintbrush, I find at least. And when the ink flows into the number, it's really quick and easy. However, I'm not sure how this will work with smaller dice. For instance, the D20, it would be much harder to ink with, since you can't quite get the marker pen tip in there as easily. But that being said, the end result is a lot cleaner than it would be using the other method. You feel like covering out the whole face and wiping it away. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Bit of an abrupt end, but abrupt end.